Zadonde and Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. I've just finished upgrading the studio. Obviously, I don't currently have the green screen up, but it will be up probably before one of the videos. It's basically just some slight changes need to happen in order for the green screen to go up, but you'll see that when that comes out. But anyways, guys, like I said, welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab, and oh my gosh, the last episode of Season 4 of Miraculous is out, and Season 4 was honestly one of the best episodes or seasons that we've had thus far, and honestly, I truly believe that from this point forward, Miraculous is only going to be getting better and better as we continue with the story that they're planning to create, and I absolutely loved this season. It was honestly amazing, and obviously this video is going to be very spoilery, and we're going to be talking about what exactly happened at the end of the season. So if you haven't watched it, you might want to do it, but honestly, the last bits of the season were so important to the story that they've been telling since the very beginning of Miraculous. The story of two hearts connected, and this season was about trust. It truly was about trust. Basically, the way that I describe the seasons is that each season had an arc. Obviously, the first season, I basically explained in multiple videos that was the season of introductions, introducing us to the concepts of this story, introducing us to the characters, helping us understand a little bit about Marinette, a little bit about Adrian, before we actually got into the story from this point on. Season 2 was all about the Chloe arc, or rather, the team arc. As these characters develop and become better people and are ready to actually become better, to become a team of heroes that can stand together and fight for what they believe in. To fight as one, to join together and stop the evil of the world. It's one of the reasons why I specifically, even now, I 100% love the part of my Christmas song, 25 Days of Nerdy Christmas. I love that I put 5 French heroes as what it was for Miraculous, because even though now there's a lot more, there were a lot more, it really signifies what this whole team has been about. It's been about unity, working together, despite your differences, despite everything, you work together, whether you're friends or foes, you work together to stop those that are evil. That is what that season truly was about. Season 3 I've described as being the reveal season. This was going to be the season that I 100% believed that they were going to reveal their identities to one another. I wasn't 100% certain that it was going to happen, but considering the fact that there were so many episodes where the reveal happened in season 3, can you blame me for calling it that? But honestly, what it really wasn't that. Instead, the season was, well, about love. And that love is truly what brings these two characters together, and how they would work together. Honestly, looking at these episodes, you can see that they know who each other are. Truly, in their heart of hearts, they know who each other are, even if they will never see that with their right away. The reveal will happen, and the truth about who each other are will happen. It just will probably take a while. The specials each had their own little arcs, but the point of them was to introduce the world to what was going to be happening from this point forward. Who were the other heroes of the world? And honestly, I expect there to be more specials before we actually start Season 5. But I don't necessarily think that they're going to be taking place before Season 5, after Season 4. Honestly, we'll have to see exactly what they do, but obviously the other specials are going to be pretty complicated to go into. We'll just have to wait and see exactly what they're planning to do with all of those. But yeah, we do know that there is a Halloween special that they're planning. There is an African special that they're planning. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see exactly what they're going to be doing with that. But it would not surprise me if they plan to do some really cool stuff with those moving forward. But Season 4, this was a season about trust. From the very beginning of this season, Adrian and Marinette are dealing with the idea of trust. Who can they trust to be their team? Who can they trust to know their identities? In Truth and Lies, they understand that they can really only trust each other, truly. They can't trust their significant others because they don't have the ability to truly tell their significant others because they fear for what would happen to them if they ever were to find out. Luca and Kagami can never know because of that. Gang of Secrets and Mr. Pigeon, though, reveal to Marinette that there are those people who can know the truth, who can know that there are those people who they can trust wholeheartedly. And basically from that point onward, we see more and more about Marinette understanding who she needs to trust. She trusts multiple people with the Miraculouses. From Queen Banana onwards, she gives people Miraculouses. In sure, she doesn't give anyone a Miraculous in Psychomedian, Furious Fu, or Soul Crusher, but in Queen Banana, she gives Zoe, her new friend that she has just met, the B Miraculous. And yeah, that was honestly a really awesome moment. And then in Gabriel Agreste, obviously she also didn't give anyone a Miraculous in that, but it was an important moment, to say the least, what was going to be happening from that point on. Guilt Trip. Starting with Mega Leech, each of the girls gains their Miraculouses for the first time. Starting in Mega Leech, then Guilt Trip, then Crocodile. That is when these characters, she realizes that her friends she can trust. Now, of course, she still hasn't given Alex the Miraculous, but that's mostly because of how dangerous that Miraculous is. It's too dangerous to be given to someone who's not yet ready for that responsibility. In fact, the only reason that she uses it is because she needs to find out where something is. And it was a bit of a risk. So we'll talk more about that in a sec. But and then in Optigami, we truly understand more and more that she can trust Alya. The Senta Bubbler and Rocketeer are also this important information that she needs to know that she can trust someone. She can trust people who are close to her to understand the dangers that they're in and continue to fight. They're going to continue to work together no matter the cost. And then, obviously, these other episodes, sure, they're not as much about trust, but the point is that there is still that aspect. And the later episodes especially start to deal with Adrian's idea of trust. Can he trust Marinette, or can he trust Ladybug that she will not replace him? Because of Haxon, he doesn't know if Ladybug will always be there. He's now seen somebody else have to hold the Ladybug Miraculous because there might be an emergency, and maybe she has to leave for whatever reason. Someone will always need to be there to make sure that everything is okay. That truly starts what causes a lot of his issues. But within Wishmaker, he begins to realize how hard his life is, and really the abuse that he's been going through because of his father for honestly way too long, which obviously comes to a head within Risk. The fact that he is willing to work with to talk to his father at long last and say, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go to, I don't want to travel the world to make your freaking ad. I don't want to be a model anymore. I want to be in Paris. I want to have my friends. It is Adrian standing up for the first time in his life, which he is going to need moving forward. Because in this moment, from this point forward, Adrian is no longer just Adrian. In fact, he may no longer be Adrian. Within Kuroneko, he tries to learn who exactly he is, and learns that he really does need to be the Cat Noir that he is. And sure, he can pretend to be who his father sees, but at the same time, he has to be truthful to himself. First and foremost, he has to be truthful to himself. Otherwise, it all falls apart. He falls apart. And honestly, that's not the best situation. Period. In Penultime, he understands that he needs to work more with the team. He needs to work alongside the team. And Marinette also realizes this. They need to understand that they are not alone in this, and that they have to work together to save the world. Too bad that they need to take some risks, because within Risk and Strike Back, the final episodes of the season, a terrible risk is made, as a chain of events that honestly is truly awful. The characters are forced to make risks after risks that eventually lead to the worst risk. Marinette goes and tries to get someone who that isn't affected by Risk, or at least that's what she thinks. And because of that, she goes to Felix. While she of course thinks that's Adrian at first, it is Felix. And she gives Felix a Miraculous that is truly devastating to everyone. Using Fetch, he is able to get all of the Miraculouses and give them to Hawkmoth. At this point, Hawkmoth has all of the Miraculouses, save for two. That of the Ladybug and the Black Cat. But there is hope. There is trust. Because in this moment, Cat Noir immediately says, no, trust me once in your life, because I will always be with you. He chooses to stand with Ladybug despite everything that is going on right now, despite the possibility, the very easy possibility that he could just turn her in and then he could be spared. He doesn't know what's going to happen. But it's not just him. It is the people. The people of Paris stand with them. Because when the chips are down, the people of Paris believe in their heroes. Despite everything, despite the fact that Hawkmoth now has every Miraculous but the two of theirs, they stand together. They're not going to be... they're not going to have fear. They're going to believe in their heroes. They're going to believe in Ladybug, despite what Hawkmoth says, and say, no, we believe in Ladybug. We believe that she can be the hero. But what's next is the question. What's next is, well, the future, Season 5. Now, I should make this clear. Do not, under any circumstances, expect that Season 5 is going to be coming out soon. In fact, I would expect it to come out maybe in a year. Because the fact of the matter remains that Season 5 needs to be done really well. And if they are to rush it, then things are going to end very badly. Because this season is going to be one of the most important seasons moving forward. We need to wait for Season 5. We need to wait and watch as the creators work their hardest to get these episodes out. Not only to make sure that they're done properly, but to make sure that these episodes are aired in order. Because the truth is that these episodes really do need to happen in order, because more than likely each episode that we're going to be seeing is going to be Marinette and Adrian getting one of the Miraculouses back. Maybe more, but at this point, it's probably just going to be one per episode. Maybe by the end, we get to see some really cool battles and stuff. But honestly, I expect there to be a lot of chaos happening. And the thing is that Hawkmoth is pretty smart. All he has to do, especially in the early episodes, is if he wants to get if he's smart, all he has to do is touch every single Miraculous with the fetch ball, keep fetch on him, and then he can bring back whatever Miraculouses he gets sent out. Or if they get taken from him directly, he can just be like, nope, it's back to me. And on top of that, he can activate a second chance, which, reminder, the 5-minute limit does not apply to adults. So, yeah, he can still say as Hawkmoth, despite everything, and continue to fight against Ladybug and Cat Noir. And then, if something goes wrong, second chance, back to the beginning. He has the Miraculous back, he can try another method. And and then, if he loses even both of those, he could still win, because all he has to do is use the Bunny Miraculous to go back in time, and then boom, he has all of them. He can get the Miraculouses basically at any point he wants. In fact, he could probably just go back, and if he really wanted to, he could go back in time. And honestly, there's a lot to that. And I don't want to get into it, but there's like so much that he could do. Like, honestly, that's another aspect. Like, if he really wanted to, he could save Emily right now if he just uses the Bunny Miraculous. But no, apparently. He's not going to do that. I don't understand what his thought process is. Why does he have to get the Miraculouses to make a wish? I don't know, but it's a thing. Obviously, there will be some many chaotic moments moving forward, but I also think that as they continue, they're going to take these Miraculouses and return them to their holders, the new holders of the Miraculouses. And each one is going to go to their proper owner. And firstly, I think that the dog Miraculous is going to go to Sabrina. The snake is obviously going to go to Luca, and so on and so forth. But yeah. And the truth is that this season is going to be getting more and more insane as we continue through this. Because I truly believe that Season 5 will be the last season of the Hawkmoth era. Because the truth is that whether they win or lose, there can't really be much more with Hawkmoth. Because as they go through this, they're going to learn more about Hawkmoth. They're going to figure out who he is. Because at this point, he has no reason to hide who he is at this point. He has all the power. He could easily just be like, nope, you're mine. And he could easily just capture all the citizens of Paris because he has the Miraculouses. What exactly his plans are, we'll have to wait and see. But I, for one, am really excited to see how exactly the heroes of the Miraculous continue with Season 5. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. And of course, if you do have any theories, make sure to say theory review somewhere in a comment and we will talk about it in a future video. And of course, if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe and ring that notification bell. And if you want to check out all of our links, if you want to help us out even more, then definitely head down to the description below and check out all of our links down there. And yeah, and of course, just another reminder, please don't pester the creators of Miraculous to hurry up, because we really do need to wait for this season. And also, expect more Miraculous videos. We're going to be doing a lot more with that as the story continues. But anyways, guys, I have been Adrian. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. But on!